Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I am in Carrick-on-Shannon in County Leitrim here, and we're here today to see the mausoleum on the grounds here, the St. George mausoleum. And I had to get special permission. This is on private property, so I got special permission from the owner, so I want to thank the owner for granting me that permission to see this amazing mausoleum here today. So the mausoleum is on the grounds of the old house where the St. George family lived. So the mausoleum stands in the grounds of Hatley Manor here in Carrick-on-Shannon. It's classical mausoleum style. It was erected in 1865. And the mausoleum was built in memory of Charles Manor St. George, who was an esquire and justice of the peace for County Leitrim, and his wife Ingrid Christina Hallberg. Now she was of Swedish origin, I believe. So he was a prominent local landowner here and landlord from the 1820s. So as I was saying, his wife was Swedish born. So the Hatley Manor was built around the 1830s as the Carrick-on-Shannon residence for the family. And how it got its name was the Hatley St. George in Cambridgeshire in England. So the St. Georges were an influential Anglo-Irish landowning family, long established in the area, arriving in Ireland in around the 17th century. Now the other part of the story here is that the house itself, the Hatley Manor, has a very tragic story that's connected to it. So in July in 1885, a chimney collapsed at the house here and caused a structural failure that killed 2 children and an 18-year-old. So that would have been a nanny who was minding the children at the time, and I believe one of those children was 1 year old and the other was 9 years old. So this is the beautiful entrance here to the mausoleum on the Hatley Manor. They were laid to rest here. We can see those beautiful urns up the very top with the drape over them. So the owner of the property here was just telling me earlier that part of this gate entrance here was damaged, and he did fix that up himself, which is a very lovely thing to do, to look after it. And this is the mausoleum on the grounds here, and what a sight it is. Absolutely stunning. And just above the door we have the mausoleum of Charles Manor St. George, Esquire DL and JP, Justice of the Peace. County Leitrim, 1865, it says on it there. Now just above the mausoleum door entrance then we have the family crest, or the coat of arms. And I'll zoom in so you can have a better look. And we can see on the bottom part there we have the sun. Look at that with the face that's on it. We have a shield up the top, like a helmet of a knight. We have a lion at the top. And we have birds. So they're all symbols of the family and the coat of arms. Beautiful detail. So the other child I was saying that died tragically was Ingrid Beatrice Gertrude White. So the White family would have taken over the property here after the St. George family died and passed away. They would have taken over. So Ingrid was only 9 years old when she died. So she was the daughter of Charles Cecil Beresford White and Petronella Hallberg. So Petronella was a niece of Ingrid St. George, and from her the Whites inherited Hatley Manor here. And then of course we have the other child who was also laid to rest in this mausoleum here as well. That was Lucille Theodora Maud Gwendoline White, and she was only 1 year old when she passed away, and she died in 1885 on the 21st of July. And of course the nanny died as well at the time, unfortunately. So what we'll do is we'll go around the back here and see, can we read, or the side of the mausoleum, there is an inscription I spotted. We can have a look at that. So we can see here at the top of the mausoleum, there was a new roof put on that. The other one collapsed. So the owner of the manor here at the moment fixed that up. So it's good that he's keeping the history. So just on the side here then it says, within this mausoleum are deposited the remains of Charles Manor St. George, who died in Florence on the 22nd of November 1864 in the 78th year of his age. And the mausoleum also, this mausoleum and also the monument in the church of Carrick-on-Shannon have been erected by his widow Ingrid Christina St. George to record the memory of her dearly beloved and affectionate husband. So that's what we have on the side of that there. So I don't know if we'll be able to get a look inside the mausoleum. We'll try. So we'll try and have a look inside, guys, and see. I don't know what we could see in there. I don't know if you can see coffins or something in there. It's hard to see. Maybe there is on the left side there. Actually, we can see a coffin kind of there. Just inside. And I'm sure there's probably one down on the right hand side just in there as well. But it is hard to see with those cobwebs and stuff that are there. Right guys, so I think I'm just going to wrap it up there because I can't really stay too long here. I was just allowed in to do a video and get some footage of the mausoleum here, because really people don't come in here. You have to get permission from the owner, and I'm glad I actually got permission to come in here, so to capture the history that's involved here with the manor. And out of respect, I do not want to video the property and the house in the area. I told the owner that, but I can put a picture up. There is one online of the front of the manor to show you what it looks like. So I will put that over the video. The Hatley Manor, to give you an idea of what the residence looked like that these people lived in back in the day. So rest in peace to the St. George family, and what a tragic story about those little children, 1 year old and 9 year old, who tragically died when that chimney breast fell on the nursery area, and also the childminder died as well. So very, very tragic history and story connected to the old house here, and the mausoleum is at the back, as I was saying. So this is where they're buried. So that's it guys, I'm going to leave it at that. And as we leave, look at those beautiful urns and the gateway into the mausoleum just there. Superb looking. So I'm going to leave it at that. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and we were very lucky to get in today here to capture the history as well. And if you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and give the video a hype as well. And I will see you all on the next cemetery adventure.